It is incredibly easy to deduce that Attack on Titan is a story about a minority group of people who were vilified for the actions of their ancestors. That's easy to comprehend, right? The citizens of Parody Island, also known as the Eldians, are descendants of Ymir, and thus every single one of them technically has the ability to turn into a Titan, an ability that the Eldians used to essentially take over the world. And thus, because nobody had the technology to kill Titans, and only the Eldians had the ability to turn into Titans, they were able to rule the world unchallenged for a very long time. Now, unfortunately for everybody who existed under the Eldians, they weren't the best rulers, and thus because a couple of key Eldians felt empathy for those they were ruling over rather cruelly, they betrayed the Eldian cause, and slowly but surely the Eldians were taken out of power. And as recompense for the sins of the ruling Eldians, all Eldians, after they lost the war against the people they'd ruled over for hundreds if not thousands of years, were stripped of basically all of their rights, moved into ghettos, and treated as second-rate citizens. And while some of you might be thinking, well, Nick, how can you make the idea that some people can turn into giants political? To which I would respond to by saying that Isayama so clearly modeled the Eldian experience off the Jewish experience of the 1920s, 30s, and 40s that it's almost offensive.
Sort of, but it can also be equated to, if you wanted to, black people in slavery. The idea that you did something horrible in your past and that you have to pay for it in your future and your kids. Gabi is, ally, a literal ally in that department, where she is the good monster.
Most of the kids who live here at the stables lost our parents 4 years ago.
You haven't acknowledged your guilt yet, have you? You people can cover it up and try to forget, but you've committed horrific atrocities against the entire world. There's only one way for an Eldian to start down the path towards atonement, and that's to recognize that you are tainted with sin.
You equate it now to white guilt.
Yeah, this one's actually more recent than the one you're talking about. His is more prevalent because it's much more hefty.
You just modernized the white guilt.
But if you want to talk about a recent one, it's the white guilt. Gabi is the ultimate white guilt poster child.
I'm sorry I'm white. I'm sorry I'm an Eldian.
Yeah, I'm sorry I exist.
Are you saying this because it has to do with why we lost our parents?
Of course it does. Even if you act like a saint your whole life, you'll never escape from the shadow of Eldia's sins.
Oh, but Nick, the Jews couldn't turn into giants. Yeah, I'm well aware. I'm 5'6"